Hello, hello, hello. Christy here from version of you 2.0. In the parking lot. I'm about to get some groceries before the weekend. And I was just sitting in the car thinking, or I was driving and I was thinking, and I wanted to share this with you. I put together a really powerful email the other day, really focusing on the what if statement. And if you happen to be on my distribution list and you missed that email, go back and look for it and really pay very close attention to the words in that email and give yourself permission to kind of run through those what if scenarios. If you're not on my distribution list, then feel free to DM me with your email address and I will certainly add you. But this live is just kind of a mini segment, if you will, of that email. And it's really about the concept of what if. When we're younger and we have situations happen to us, we internalize those as something that we have done that created that event. And what if all of the ways that we feel about ourselves, what if all of the circumstances that happened to us, we don't have to identify with? Meaning, what if we were abused and we didn't have to identify as a victim? What if we were told that we were useless? What if we were neglected? What if the decisions that our parents made had nothing to do with us, that it was about them? What would that mean about you? Would that mean that you were stupid? Would that mean that you weren't deserving of love? Would that mean that you were not enough? Is it possible that there's another version of you 2.0, that doesn't identify with those experiences that did happen, but aren't about you? Is it possible? Is it possible that there's a version of you who could have experienced those traumatic events, but understands that the person that you are is enough? That the person that you are is deserving of love and being loved, that the person you are should be confident? Think about that. Oftentimes my clients come to me with these deep-rooted beliefs about who they are, and it takes some time to uncover exactly what that belief is, because we think we know the answer, but it always runs deeper. And it essentially comes down to us having experienced something, and then we identified ourselves through that experience. Case in point, I grew up from such a young age having so much trouble in school, being called a space cadet. Even my high school teachers, when I would go see them after school for help, they would get angry with me because I wasn't understanding. They would get frustrated, not angry. They'd get frustrated with me because I wasn't understanding. And they would tell me that, you're not going to be able to get into university anyway. So why are you even trying? Why are you even here? Mr. Kahi, for example, was one of those teachers. And, I identified through, basically kindergarten all the way through my academics as being somebody that was stupid. That was somebody who couldn't think. And I couldn't think because I wasn't smart enough to think. I didn't have anything of value to offer. And so I had to, validate my self-worth externally by doing everything for everybody else in order to feel accepted and approved. And I'm sure you could relate to this. But what if those experiences that I had didn't have anything to do with me? That, yes, I experienced them, but they don't determine who I am as a person. That's what I want you to get out of this. So ask yourself the what if statement. what if I was abused, verbally, sexually, physically, and that didn't dictate who I was as a person? What would I be able to do instead? Hey, Rainer, it's good to see you. So I want you to think about that, because it's all of these beliefs about our identity, about who we are in this world, who we are to others, and what we are able to offer that restricts us in our way of thinking that we can do so much more. And it actually just makes it much harder to be able to do the things that ultimately we want to do. I firmly believe that we all have this little voice inside of us that knows that we deserve more. And the voice usually comes out with, you know what, I'm just not happy. Like there's something missing. And that voice that's telling you that there's something missing, it's because that's the advocate inside of you that recognizes that there's more in you than whom you currently believe that you are, and whom you currently believe is capable of doing what you are doing right now. So ask yourself, what if the circumstances that I grew up with don't represent who I am as a person? What opens up to me as a result? Anyway, this was a long one. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Here's a showing up for you. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and comment. Okay, purge. Get this shit out. Remember, this is the cut the shit month. We get rid of all of the stupid nonsense, right? All of the habits that don't serve us, all of the limiting beliefs, all of the inner critic language that we don't need anymore. Get rid of that shit. Okay, bye.